Yo, what is good? Let me make sure my mic is working. It looks like everything is pretty good. Alright, so there's a bit of value. Some college basketball games are starting early this morning, so or afternoon. But I'm probably gonna stream later as well. Um, not doing anything today, and I already finished all my stuff, so I'm kind of free to stream. Anyways, okay, cool. So let's kind of start. I want to kind of start out on Dabble because some basketball games are about to start. So let's go. So, dude, playing Wet Bananas under blocks is kind of insane. This guy's like block god pretty much, so it doesn't even matter. Okay, cool. So let's play this. So I'll show you guys a slip in a second. Let me get this last play in. Now I was building some slips and I was like, let me stream because I'm a little bit bored right now. I might as well do it. But this is what I kind of got right now on slip. It looks kind of nice, honestly. Where we're getting plus 100 for pretty much favorited props, which is kind of good. So you can just see here. Let me give this a quick refresh so we can just look at the data. Oh, sorry, this is just taking a second. Alright, boom. So look, you can just take a look here. This guy, VJ Edgecomb's, line. Pinnacle has this as a favorite to go over. 50-50 on FanDuel. Caesar's pretty much favorited. DraftKings favorited. Every single book kind of just pointing towards the over. Some books, 50-50, but we're grabbing it at plus 100 pretty much, so it's a pretty good price. I kind of don't trust FanDuel with sometimes the NHL odds because sometimes, they're like alt lines and whatever, so they're like BS. I don't know, but it's like kind of a one-way market. But anyways, it's minus 133 to go over, so we're betting it at the same price as we're getting it at plus 100. So and it's favored to go over, so that's kind of just like what we're looking for, and it looks kind of good. Same with this prop here. So pretty much all these three props are favored to go over, and we're kind of just grabbing plus 100 for each of them, which is kind of nice if you ask me. So let's go. So let me put this down. Edge home. All right, cool. Okay, but what else we got? Let's see. So let me refresh this. I already refreshed it. So let me clear the bets that we just bet. I did see a Cameron Boozer play, and that one's about to start in a bit, so let me try to find it. So let's start here. Let's see. It's 50-50 pretty much. So it's kind of iffy. Okay, but let me see what else we got. So I don't really see anything too interesting, but we got some our tennis play is about to cash. It's kind of sad that they did void this play on us, but that it is what it is. I don't really care at the end of the day. Why is my thing messed up? Give me 1 second. Alright, so it looks like this thing is regular. Alright, cool. So our tennis play actually cashed, so that's some money in our pocket there. That's kind of cool. Wooly dude, come on, you gotta lock in. Alright. What else we got? So, go back to prize picks. Let's go. So let's lock in some college basketball props while we're at it. We already did the Cameron Boozer free pick. I think it's somewhere over here. Right here. We got this Blue Cane dude. Blue Cane. I don't know why these people named their kid Blue. Such weird names, but I mean, if I had a kid, I'll probably name him something weird just to be funny. But I don't want to fuck up my kid's life. But anyways. So let's do this. So we got Billy Richmond. I was looking at this prop earlier. Pretty much, there's not the data points aren't too sharp on this, but because this is a niche market. But the data points that do kind of show this, you can look right here. Caesars plus 113 to go over, minus 170 to go under. So it's kind of crazy. Bovada plus 100, minus 140 to go under. So every single book is pointing towards the under for this guy. So we might as well take it. And I think Hawaii is not that great or something. I don't know. Arkansas is pretty good. So maybe it could be a blowout. But this Carson Templar guy, I don't really know what's up with him. Something kind of smells weird in the house. It's like paint or something. But anyways, so we got this Pop Isaac dude over 9.5 points. You can see here Pinnacle has this 10.5 line at 10.5, minus 120 to go under, minus 110. So they're just saying like it's like 50-50, but they're kind of leaning towards the under, you know, but they don't really, they think both sides are, you know, like even, pretty much 50-50. Not actually 50-50, like, you know, 51-49, something like that. If you want to do like that, I guess. But, you know, something like that. But I don't really want to play that other prop I was looking at earlier, because I did see it at like 9.5 the other day, but I didn't want to play it, and it got bumped down. Even though it's still good right now, I'm not gonna grab it because, you know, I kind of regret not playing it, and I don't want to play it because I know it was at a better price. So that's just me though. That's how I think. But here's a nice play. So this another sharp is betting on this. Sometimes the sharps are pretty sharp on these college props because it is a niche market, and you know these sports books are not, you know, too accurate sometimes on these on the pricing for niche markets. But you know, the data points that do show this, plus 108 to go over, minus 150 to go under on Caesars. I guess that's our main data point, but we're trusting the sharps here, and this looks kind of good. So anyways, I like this. Checks out. Looks kind of good. So let me put this down on the tracker thingy. But there was a play I wanted to play on chalkboard that I did see. There was a play, so I might, you know. Come on. So I didn't clear all the other props, but you know, whatever, I'll do that later. What else we got? So there was a prop I did want to play. I was just trying to find I was just trying to find a thing for it, prepare for it, but they started limiting me on chalkboard, which just kind of sucks. But you know, that's what it is. What it is. I care, but I don't really care at the same time, because it's just a matter of time. So Alexander Sarr under 3. No. Sometimes these plays are a little bit weird. You know, someone's betting this, but like I don't know if that's a BS bet or something. But even though there's not a lot of data points, like sure, this is 100%. Not 100%, but it's like a good amount of like EV, good EV in there. But these are kind of like one-way markets, so you know his regular line is probably like 1.5 or something. But you're betting the under 0.5, and usually these books don't have under 0.5s or whatever, because you know it's an alt line, a weird alt line. Anyways, enough of that. I'm trying to find a pair for this. I was looking at Miles Bridges, but I don't really know if I trust that. Let me take a look here. Alright. God damn, bro. This guy BJ Edgecombe was 19.5 this morning. Now it's 21.5. So, you know, that's why you kind of want to be on pops early sometimes, because... Whoa. So we're looking at this play here. Wow, this is giving me deja vu. I'm remembering a time when I was streaming in the afternoon, and you know, this kind of giving me deja vu because I remember looking at winning Grimes. But anyways, here's a really nice prop. So pretty much lines are moving hella, and I want to get on this super quick. Let me just look at this. So let's take a look at the news. I want to look at the news before we. Wendell Carter's out, so you know that's kind of good. Royce O'Neal's out today. Haywood Highsmith out today. LeBron or Luka's questionable. You know, LeBron is questionable. AR is questionable, so they might play the entire G League today. I don't know if they do though, but you know. But what other news came out? Damn, Terry Rozier is gonna be out. Okay, Kate Cunningham. Dude, Kate Cunningham is. I kind of feel bad for this guy, because collapsed lung, that's kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. But what news just came out that, you know, Quentin Grimes. But anyways, hopefully they didn't bump this. Okay, good, they didn't bump it on us, but this looks kind of crazy, right? If we go over from here, so we can just keep a tab on this. Literally his line is 22.5 now. plus 100 pretty much to go over, kinda. But minus 147 on the sharp book, on Pinnacle minus 136 to go over. So we're just looking at that, right? I was looking at this prop earlier, I was looking at that prop earlier. But we can go over here. We can go over here, right? But this is a really crazy prop. Let's go LeBron. So I put some money in my account. Alright, so his line is 32.5, favored to go under. So, you know, this is kind of a really nice play to play. Sorry, give me 1 second. There's some money in my account right now. Alright, so if you go over here, 34.5, Pinnacle has plus 117 to go over, minus 156. Our Julius Randle play did cash yesterday, but the Yabusele play didn't. Kind of sad, but you know, it is what it is. It's part of sports betting. I can't complain too much because playing too much, there's no point. But anyways, here's a really nice play. This is really nice. So I'm just gonna get it in real quick. And we do have time to cancel it just in case. So you know, I'm just being cautious here. So look, minus 147 to go. I don't even know if Circa has this. I don't know why Circa doesn't have line, but you just check here, you know, DraftKings minus 106 to go over, Bet Rivers plus 102 to go over on the 22.5. So it's just every single book is starting to set Quentin Grimes line at pretty much 50-50 on the 22.5. Not every book, but most of these books, but you know, this looks kind of good. And they're going against the Kings, so it's kind of, I would say it's like somewhat an even matchup. Kings and 76ers, you know, main pieces are out, main players are out, so you know, kind of feels weird referring to players as pieces, but main players, some of the main players are out today, so you know, it's kind of out for both teams, so it's kind of just like an even matchup. So let me disconnect my phone because I want to share the link. But yeah, this looks kind of amazing. So let me put this in the freaking chat. So sorry, I was speaking too much. Yeah, I just wanted to explain my freaking thought process on this and whatnot. So give me 1 second, real quick. So let me. So cool. Our tennis prop just cashed, so that looks kind of nice. Tennis is kind of fun to bet on because you know it's pretty much just like as weird as I mentioned, it's pretty much win or lose your bet, but like you know you don't really, it's sweat, but you just win or lose. Not too much changes of like you know the game sometimes. So oh shit, what am I doing? Wait, let's check. So I want to check this thing real quick. It's nothing crazy. Why is there no news about Quentin Grimes? Alright, boom. This is a really nice slip. Boom. So if we just check here, well, Quentin Grimes has been kind of on a tear recently because literally every single minute is garbage time for the 76ers right now. Their whole entire like main roster, like their starters are literally out pretty much, except for VJ Edgecombe. Kind of crazy how these rookies are like. Kind of crazy how these rookies are like. You know, you would think they're vets or something, some shit. Feels like they've been playing in the NBA for, you know, a year or two, or like a couple years, but it's their first year. It's kind of impressive. Anyways, that's kind of nice. What else we got? So let's go back over here. DeAndre Ayton. They claim Capella of our generation. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, so let's do a college play. So let me click that. We already played that. Let's go over here. Keon Ellis. I don't really like this. So 50-50 on prize picks. Some books are favoring the under, but some of these books are, you know, not reliable pieces of information. But anyways, let's play this Tucker dude. 50-50 pretty much on every single on FanDuel and 9.5, so barely favoring the under. Caesars, you know, favoring the under, but good chance he picked up over. Houston is the college I actually go to, UH. You know. Something that does like about our school is that we are broke as hell. Maybe we shouldn't play this parlay because it doesn't look too attractive, to be honest with you. Sion James. BPJ over 6.5 looks kind of beautiful. But let's see if we can find a pair for it. I don't think I have any money in my parlay play account, but let's try to find a pair for it. There's some fat line discrepancies on here. Also, I'm moving Dynasty as well. Dave Mara.
Illegal alien inside my spaceship. 2 C's on my shoes, these not no A6. Get out my face, my pockets full of faces. Bust on go AP, that's not no stainless.
Okay, so let me put some money in my account real quick. I'm only gonna put like $10 in here because I don't really like putting too much money in the books I don't really use. Alright, Alright, so let's go over here. Let's see what we got. So Duncan Robinson. Bro, this guy Duncan Robinson is kind of fun, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Kind of sold us the other day. Dude just needed one more bet, but you know, it is what it is. I don't really care. So we got this Isaiah Collier dude. This is a boost. Boosted play. And we got okay, so it looks like the other play. Scam puncher. Got bumped. Shit. Alright. So this book, or well, pretty much Pinnacle has this as a 50-50. Dennis Scrotum over 2.5. So it's kind of nice. Oh god. They don't let me play where when I'm on when my phone is connected to this thing, so let me just do this. Oh my god, this site is so slow. Finish scrotum, so they bump it. So maybe we should just play Sion James under. Not opposed to it. Sion James is kind of intense. But Sion James is kind of weird. You know, it's one of those players who are just like really blinds, but sometimes they just want to show up out of nowhere. Alright, cool. What? What? So they don't let me put this thing down on my phone? Okay, let me try it. What? Wait, what? Wait, what? Is Parlay? Wait. Oh, is Parlay Play still available in Texas? Don't tell me they put it. They. I don't know why they're not letting me put this one in. That's whatever. I don't know why it's doing this, but that's kind of annoying. Give me 1 second. Whatever. I'll just deal with this later. It kind of sucks that I put in $10 and they don't even let me. You know, they think I didn't put in a lot of money. But anyways, I'll figure that out later. But that kind of sucks. That, you know, but they don't let me play on there. But anyways, that's whatever. So let me check what DraftKings has for us. Eden Wagler, dude, where did you go? So our college boost. Oh shoot! Nice. Oh, we actually cashed. Nice, cool. Let's go here. Opting into all this thing right now. So let's do a college boost. So let's see what the boost is. $50 or less. Alright, cool. So let's do something here. So maybe I'll do that later. Just later, I'll do it when they pay me out, I guess, because I don't really want to put my money in there. Alright, but let's do something. Let's do a little something. Do we need a prize pick slip to ease the pain? Let's see. What's up? So, how's our guy going? So some of the games ended. Ooh. So this guy Bruce Thornton kind of short us. Damn, that sucks. PCU, cool. Damn, bro, Nebraska destroyed this team. Do we have any bets on this? I don't remember if we have any other bets on that. But anyways, how's this game going? Down 10, USF. Only down 10. They can lock in, potentially. Isaac McNeely. I don't really have a bet on that guy. This Hadley dude. This Woolley dude needs to lock out. Wisconsin. Blackwood dude's going off. Wow. Boyd's not really going off. Only down 2. I don't know if we had any bets on that. Anyways, so let's do a little something. Okay, maybe we can just lock in a couple more slips, and I'm probably gonna call it a stream because, you know, not a lot of value right now. But I'll stream before the games start, and I also wanna do some other stuff. All right. Anyways, so let's do a little something. Let's do a little counting. So we got Jalen Suggs over 5.5. This looks kind of nice. Pinnacle is a favorite to go over, and this guy Wendell Carter's out, so you know Jalen Suggs might get more minutes tonight or whatnot. But let's lock in this Tuckler play. I didn't want to lock in earlier, but let's just lock it in. Over, or we already got that on slip. And let's lock in this Boozer dude over 10.5. So you know. Oh, what is that? 7.26, 5.1. Okay, let me try to make sure this they don't skimp us on these freaking this play. But Mikey Lewis, 50-50 on Pinnacle. Maybe that might change in a couple seconds, but let's try to find something that's kind of cool. Scrotum? Do we play Scrotum? I kind of want to play Scrotum. Who's out for these guys today? Who is out for the Cavs? I don't know, but because this guy Dennis Scrotum doesn't really score a lot. He's more of a passer, but I'm gonna score tonight. Who knows? Alright, so let me put this in here. That looks kind of good. Sion James. Alright, so let's go over here. I want to take a look at this. I want to see what these other books have as lineup. 15.5, 50-50, pretty much on Vandal. It's kind of pointing towards the under. 14. It's different. Okay, so this looks really good. Yeah, so they bumped it. So they bumped it. It's kind of tragic. So let's clear some of these bets. Alright, so we got Keldon Johnson. Okay, so you can see here 16.5 is the same line as his PRA's line. So you know, grabbing 16.5 points and rebounds is kind of, you know, the correct thing to do. Because his PRA's line is 16.5. What else we got? So back over here. So let's play Dominic Barlow under. This is kind of good for our Quentin Grimes bet, I guess. This guy Quentin Grimes gets more points and whatnot than this guy Dominic Barlow will get less points. So you know, a little bit of correlation on different slips, but anyways, we need one more pick. So we got Boom. Well, Brook Lopez is kind of buns. He's hella buns. But let's play one more pick. Let's do Jalen Suggs, I guess. Rocking with Jalen Suggs. I would say Jalen Suggs is buns, but you know, Jalen Suggs is one of those type of dudes. You know, he's kind of like LaMelo rebounds. Like, you know, sometimes he'll get a bunch of rebounds, sometimes he just doesn't get a single rebound, which is kind of annoying. But a bunch of people are on this guy's over rebounds. Boom, boom, boom. Whoa. What happened? Alright, so that's kind of just gone. Keldon Johnson. Okay, we need one more pick. Golden Jensen. Cool. Props. Let's go here and see if we can find another prop. Or we can go here. Let me check this. AJ Levine under. Pretty much every single book has a 14.5, 15.5-ish. Yeah, it's not that great. Okay, let's go back over here. I don't see anything too, you know, too attractive here, to be honest with you. Maybe Jeremiah Fears under. Okay, so this kind of looks good. So we just locked it in. Okay, so let's go back over here. I want to get some plays. Let me play these two. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna lock in this one more second and maybe call it a stream. But I'll stream later. What else is there? So Boozer, dude, we didn't play. I don't really know about the Matt Seabold, dude, looks kind of decent. Why? Let's go back over here. So, okay, so we got Keldon Johnson under now. So they moved this a whole bunch. FanDuel moved this a whole bunch, so now I'm locked in. It's kind of good. So let's lock DeAndre Ayton as well. Okay, more. Okay, we just do one more pop. Maybe we can find something. Nah. Ooh, okay, wait, I have an idea. Trent Pierce. Okay, so let's put this way. So we got Trent Pierce under 12 points in assist. Every single book kind of has its line set at 9, so you know we're grabbing at that whole like 3-point discrepancy pretty much. So beautiful. So this is a fat line discrepancy we can take advantage of. It's sad we took advantage of that one line yesterday, the CS2 line, and they avoided it because it was their mistake pretty much, and we caught it. Anyways, I'm not gonna be too mad about that. Alright, so let me clear some ace bets. I ain't tryna sign for no label. I ain't tryna sign for no money. I ain't for the bitch in the road run. Got the whole spit that she knows on. Want to see him bleed with that new gun. Blood on my new AF1. Gun small, figure out who won. Fuck did you get no little weapon from niggas flying around the city running like a marathon. Niggas flying running that fair car. Alright. So honestly, I'm just gonna call this stream. I'm gonna stream later. Peace, 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 peace.